I still want the Incredible Hulk director's MCU dream to happen and give the Avengers their best villain yet 17 years later. There is still time for Louis Leterrier's dreams for Bruce Banner after the Incredible Hulk to come to fruition in the MCU, and this could give the Avengers their most terrifying villain yet. Originally played by Edward Norton, but most prominently portrayed by Mark Ruffalo, Bruce Banner's Hulk has become one of the most important heroes in the MCU in the years since his debut in 2008's The Incredible Hulk. Despite not having any further solo movies, he's been central to the MCU, but The Incredible Hulk's director wanted Banner's story to be very different. The MCU's Phase 1 established Bruce Banner's Hulk as a key superhero in the MCU, as he took down the Abomination in Harlem and then became a founding member of the Avengers to defeat Loki in New York City. Since then, Bruce Banner has been through some major changes, but these alterations have unfortunately weakened the Hulk in recent years. Louis Leterrier's original plan for Banner would have made these mistakes impossible, as the Hulk would have returned to the MCU in his most powerful form, and we think there's still a chance he can. French director Louis Leterrier made his Hollywood debut in 2008 with The Incredible Hulk, which introduced Norton's version of Bruce Banner to the MCU at the very beginning of the franchise. When The Incredible Hulk was released, the titular character was already planned to appear in 2012's The Avengers, but the creative team didn't know in which direction the Hulk would be taken. This fueled Leterrier's desire to have the Hulk become the Avengers villain, which he revealed more about to MTV News back in June 2008. I would love to see the Hulk become the villain that fights the Avengers, because I think the best villains are always the ones whose agenda you understand. They're not synthetic to us in a way. They're not these one-dimensional bad guys. That's why I left the door open for whoever's going to direct the Avengers with our last shot. Edward Norton and we consciously decided to make the last shot of the movie when he opens his eyes and he smirks at the camera. Is he enjoying it? Is he malicious? That's what's great about Edward. You don't know if he's a good guy or bad guy. He's always on this edge, and we've been sort of surfing that edge, that very thin edge during the entire movie. So that last shot of the movie, if you decide that he's smiling, in control, then he's a good guy, that's the Hulk too. If the Incredible Hulk is a failure, then he looks up and smirks, and that's eventually the Hulk of the Avengers, the uncontrollable beast that they need to team up to stop. 2012's The Avengers eventually saw Bruce Banner's Hulk joining the team as a hero to battle Loki and his Chitauri army, rather than being featured as the main villain of the Phase 1 crossover event. The movie also replaced Edward Norton with Mark Ruffalo, who Marvel Studios perhaps felt didn't fit the brief of a villainous Hulk as well as his predecessor. Ruffalo had been Leterrier's first choice for Bruce Banner, so this all worked out, but not all the director's plans came to fruition, as the Hulk has now yet become a significant Avengers villain in the MCU. 2015's Avengers: Age of Ultron marked the first full appearance of Elizabeth Olsen's Scarlet Witch in the MCU, and she made a fantastic first impression by manipulating the minds of each member of the Avengers. This had a wild impact on Earth's mightiest heroes, and Bruce Banner in particular, as he transformed into a savage, unbridled version of the Hulk and wreaked havoc on the streets of Johannesburg. It's unclear what the Scarlet Witch made Banner see, but it must have been incredibly distressing, as he turned into a mindless, destructive beast. This entire sequence, including the Hulk's incredible battle against Tony Stark's Iron Man, suited up in the Hulkbuster armor, proved just how brilliant it would be to see the Hulk become an official villain to the Avengers team in the MCU. His unmatched strength, speed, durability, and anger make him a formidable threat that Stark only defeated by dropping him through every floor of a skyscraper and knocking him out. It's a shame we haven't seen this powerful Hulk in a decade, but a rumored upcoming MCU project could bring him back and make Louis Leterrier's dreams a reality.